Hello there guys, Feng here and welcome back to Mad Games Tycoon. Okay, so as you can see we're pretty close to finishing our Eco-Sim engine, which is fantastic. In fact, it's pretty much done now. Fantastic. So give it a year or so and people will start buying that engine, hopefully. We're going to go ahead and do some more contract work. I'm going to get Feng back over here. Now, as you probably noticed, I'll put a few more things down. I'll put down the refrigerator and also put down some fire extinguishers. The main reason being that we can now hire our last employee for this particular office. Now this one's got a pretty low game design really, which is unfortunate. A lot more lower than say oh god, whatever her name is. So yeah, she's obviously got a higher game design, but it's still going to be useful for stuff like this. Unfortunately, there's not really anyone else in this particular range that actually is any more useful. I mean, we do not need office work, we do not need music concern, and we don't need graphics at all for this at this point. So it's just unfortunate, really. In fact, what I could do actually is get Feng over there and put Neil over there instead. That would be a good idea, I think. There we go. Feng can carry on with that. Ooh, that one might... Then we might miss this one. Oh no, we won't. No, we should be okay. So, researching save games. There should be another feature available to us. Can't remember which one it is. Is it 8-bit sound? It might be 8-bit sound or 8-bit music. Can't quite remember. But we'll see once it's done. As it is now. Oh no, it's not. It's actually graphics and simple 3D engine. Let's go ahead and make the graphics. Once we've done the graphics, we're going to research a new genre. And then we're going to make sure that that genre is available to make an engine for. But currently no one has made a game with our new engine yet. It's not really surprising. It's only been like a few months. Not surprising at all. Contract work. Actually, that one might not be as bad, I guess. Let's try that one. Yeah, that one should be doable. Might just miss it actually if I get him just to help out a little bit with his wands. It might be done in time. If we've got 2 weeks of 50%, yeah, 2 weeks of 50% should be okay. We should be okay. So 25%, I mean 75% at 1 week. Yeah, we should do that piece of piss. Artist is 2, so that one was an improvement of... Okay, it was an improvement to the arcade engine, so that's okay. I'm not really too fussed about that. We're not doing arcade stuff. And there we go. This is early access, guys. Yes, he's stuck into the wall drinking a drink from the water tower. Even though I turned the water tower around, it's still happening. I don't know why, but it's early access. It's bound to happen. Create graphics. There we go. Some more money's in our pockets. It's a very easy one to do as well. In fact, I might leave him to do that and get Feng to finish the graphics with 16 colours. So as you can see, research is definitely more important if you're going to go through the... If you're going to go down the engine route on hard. So yeah, I'm pretty glad I've done that. I've got 48 stars. There we go. And someone else has bought the puzzle engine. How fantastic's that? And I'm still buying the puzzle engine. I'm actually really surprised that they are, but they've only got like, they didn't make that much profit, but it doesn't matter. As long as I'm buying the engine, I don't care. I mean, that engine has already made what, 400,000, perhaps even more than that already, and it'll only get better if they keep producing games with it. So you know, that's just pure profit after that. But of course, once we make more engines that's got more features, it's going to be more lucrative. Trust me, it will be a lot more lucrative. Right, so we don't want to research. We want to research genre. We don't need topics. We don't need topics at all until we start making stuff ourselves. Now, should I go for jump and run? RPG, adventure, strategy, sports game, simulation. We'll go for jump and run. We haven't got, there isn't a jump and run engine at the moment, so we'll stick with that. Any more contract work for you? No? Okay, that's fine. So he's just there doing nothing, sitting on his arse until we can get some more contract work, which is not going to be for another month. Assuming that it comes. Oh my god, a fifth one has bought the engine, the puzzle engine. This is fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic. They actually got quite a bit of quite a fair bit of profit from that, but not much. I mean, if this is what I'm saying, right? If these big companies are only making 5,000 profit per game, then that's the problem right there. You're making tuppence per game, and you're not actually making enough money to be able to research all that stuff. That's the thing you need to think about on hard. You don't need to worry about it on easy because you've got the money to bloody splurge on it here, there and everywhere. So, but here, nope, you don't have the money. You got to be careful. Sega has released the game Adron Conflict. Has he gone back to his seat yet? I actually can't see where he's gone. It don't matter. Let's just get this. Yeah, there we go. He's gone back to. I didn't see him because the bloody button's covering his face like a dumbass. So there we go. Can he that one? I think he can probably complete that himself. That's not a big. It's quite a low workload, so it's not particularly. Oh, okay. So, right, hang on. Let's just sort this out first, right? So here we go. My eco sim has actually been bought now. As you can see, we've got bit more money from that. Fantastic. Now, oh fuck's sake, I know. So my employees are now working at 50% slow because they want more cabinets. We don't actually have any cabinets at the moment, so we need to make sure that they have cabinets. So let's make one there, one there. Can we fit one along here? No, of course not, because that would be dumb. Yeah, just the two cabinets then. I don't know if two is going to be enough though to suffice. That's the only problem. Right, so they finished the genre. I might even go ahead and research another. No, we'll keep researching the features. Feng might want to help with him now because that delivery time's a bit low. Yeah, I'm a bit worried now that we might not even make this one. Yeah, it's gone now, as you can see. So they'll work. Yeah, they'll work normal speed now. So that's that was lucky, really. So yeah, that's what I mean by like sim-like elements, you know, and it's pretty cool. It's a really cool concept, and I do like it. But there's not enough of them, if you know what I mean. There's not really enough kind of events like that. Another thing you can't really do, which is really weird for this type of game, is you can't adjust wages. Bit odd. It just goes up all the time when you level up, which, you know, I suppose does make sense, but you know, it would be nice if you could twiddle it around a little bit. Maybe it might influence how fast the work will, because at the moment work will just naturally goes up as you're making games. So in fact, that's kind of the only kind of disadvantage you get by doing it, by playing it like this, by only making engines. You don't really get your stats up. You need a training room for that, really. But obviously, making games, you do slowly get your stats up all the time. Researching and making engines does not do that. That's the only problem. But again, once you got enough money, you can just make a teaching room and then just teach away. That's not a big deal. In fact, teaching is a really, really good way to get extra stats. A really good way to get extra stats. Okay, so Eggcode has been bought again, which is fantastic, and that's even more money in our pockets. I'm going to go ahead, and I'm actually going to bump this up to... I'm going to bump that one up to there, and I'm going to bump this up a little bit to 4, since it's now being bought. May as well. There we go. And we're getting a nice amount of money now. Just bear in mind now, the more features that we put into an engine, the more expensive the engine's going to be to start off with. So we've got to bear that in mind. So even though it looks like we've got quite a lot of money, it's actually not. yeah, if we want to put more features into an engine, we still need a bit more money. And we do obviously want to think about moving once we have enough engines on the marketplace. Currently we've only got 2, so we're going to start on our 3rd one this episode, hopefully, once this gameplay test is done. Yeah, I think that you're broke. You know why it is, don't you? It's because the fucking file cabinet's in the wrong place. Alright, we need to sort that out. Yeah, it's early access, guys. I'm not going to say it again. These kind of things will happen. It's life. Just thinking where to put it. I mean, could we put it there? Is that going to block them off? Let me put it there and see what happens. Maybe they'll teleport, which would be absolutely hilarious if they do. Work life, that's live with it. Yeah, I'm going to just do that one. And we'll see how that goes, and then we'll construct the new engine. The new engine's for jump and run, isn't it? Yeah, it's jump and run. So we'll do that. Hopefully there's no other engines that come out like that. But if I'm correct, which I think I am, then what will actually happen is the next engine will either be for RPG or it will be an improvement to this one or this one. It doesn't seem to be that randomised, which is again is unfortunate. It really should, but that's just the way it is. Or maybe give an option when you start a new game to randomise, like say market shares and stuff like that. You know, the market share of certain consoles, because to me it's always the same. And I suppose while that's realistic, it's not necessarily fun. So yeah, I think I might have broke. No, I haven't broke it. That's fine. Looks like that's actually working well. Alright, let's develop a new engine. Or even better, maybe if I get Feng over there. Yeah, I'm going to put Feng there, assuming he doesn't teleport everywhere. I'm going to make sure this one gets done, and then we'll make the engine. There's no more contract work anyway, so I could really do anything else. Oh, Eggcode's been bought again. That's fantastic. Oh, we're nearly at 1 million. That's great. He's gone all the way over there to use the filing cabinet. I need to move that cabinet as well. That is stupid. This is the only problem. The actual employees don't notice, don't realise there's fucking walls there, so they have to go all the way around just to use the filing cabinet. So I have to stick it there. It's a bit ugly, but it's better than taking fucking weeks to get around there and doing it. Whoa, okay. I'm loving this money. You never know to produce your own games. The cost is high, but can be worthwhile. Production is now available. Production is great, but I'm not too worried about that just yet. I'm more worried about getting more engines out. Oh my god, and Puzzle got bought again. Jesus Christ, people are liking these puzzle games even though the fan base doesn't really care for them. This is fantastic. This is good for me. Sod the fan base. Screw the fan base. They can just rot. You know, if the companies are buying them, then let them. Fantastic. Now, I'm wondering if I should research building it. I mean, there's a lot of research points in that you need, but if I can get that before anyone else, I'm gonna have basically a monopoly on that. Let's do that building game. But obviously, we need to develop the new engine now. So let's go ahead and build the jump and run features. It's gonna have a lots of features, as you can see right here. Fantastic. This one is going to be called Feng Engine J and where's the and? There it is, J and R, as in jump and run 1.0. Sell the engine at we'll sell it at 145,000 with a profit sharing of 15% again. Seems to be the golden mark, 15%. Obviously, once you obviously got more features, I mean like later game features, you can whack that all the way up to bloody 30 or whatever, and people will still buy it and use it, and you can make an awful lot of money just from that alone. Okay, free Eggcode. The Eggcode engine, fantastic. Wow. This is fantastic. Lots and lots of money. But as you saw, I mean, as I've only got 1.8 million now. That's because of how much the engine was to actually make for the jump and run one. So you know, it does take a bit of capital to start it up. But I mean, once you've got the capital, then you're laughing. It's just a case of, it's just a waiting game after that. Right, so we're actually at 50 stars. I wonder if we can hire. Ooh, no, it's graphics office. Well, yeah, it's all the same bloody people. God damn it. Could do another program would be fantastic at this point, because obviously the programmer is useful for actually making these bloody engines as well as getting these contracts done. I would also like to see different sorts of contracts depending on how many deaths you've got. I mean, at the moment, they seem pretty random, which is obviously good. I like random. You should know me by now. I love random, but it would be nice if there was still a range depending on how many deaths you had at one time, because especially mid game, where you kind of tend to wean off them. I suppose that's what the intention is. You don't want to be doing contracts all your bloody life. You know what I mean? You don't want to be doing that, and you know what? That's fine. But at least make, you know, some contracts really big. Like it's gonna take a lot of workforce. It's gonna take a lot, you know, a small amount. It needs to be done in a small amount of time, but make it extremely rewarding. That would be pretty cool. Okie dokie. So as you can put it, this is probably going to take a while, and we're just basically waiting and staring. We're basically watching paint dry at the moment. So I'm going to pause the video and unpause it once it's closer. Hey, and we got multiplayer on split screen. Fantastic. Okay, so we have another eco sim purchase, which is fantastic. Even more monies for us, and I mean that was literally 2 seconds after I paused it, which is fantastic. Hopefully we'll get more. This is why we need a fast forward option. Yeah. Okay, so this is actually the first time this has happened. So a company has actually used the engine a second time and made a very small amount of profit. I mean, 7,000 is not exactly anything brilliant, but do you know what? It's free fucking money. So why wouldn't you take it? Oh my! Ooh, and we've got a new one from the puzzle. Wow, people are still using the old puzzle engine. Idiots. And another one, Eco Sim. We got $2.5 that time. Epic. Okay, so as you can see, our building game genre is now done. Fantastic. Let's see if there's any more features we can do. Multiplayer and split screen. Let's go ahead and do that. And our Feng engine jump and run 1.0 is done. There we go. Fantastic. Brilliant. Contract work, 19 weeks. Yeah, that's fine. We should be able to do that pretty easily, even though it is quite an high workload. It should be alright. Fantastic. So I think what I might do now is I'm going to go ahead and point that to 5, and I'm going to stick this to 16. Slight increase. Not much, just a slight increase. Same with this, 5, and a slight increase. 5, and a slight increase. It's not going to make too much of a difference, but it'll still be noticeable. Hopefully. Hey, okay, so there we go. Profit sharing is now at 16%. So obviously we've got $2,000 from that. Fantastic. Yay, $2,000. Just what we needed. Nice that we got 1.22 mil though. I didn't actually get that much when I did this previously. At this time anyway, in 6 years, it took a lot longer than this, but that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And now we've got a third engine out, that's even better. We can actually start worrying about the fourth engine pretty soon. Once we've researched and what's play on split screen. I'm hoping there's not too many more features released after this, but there might be. So, I suppose we can research those as well. And if we really wanted to, we can always update the old puzzle one and make a new one from it. But I'm not going to worry about that too much just yet. I'd rather try and make one for each of the genres that haven't got an engine yet, and then upgrade to it a bit later on. And it'll be a lot more easy once we actually have... Oh my god, that's tempting. And it'll be a lot more easier once we actually have more staff to accommodate for that. That one's really tempting. In fact, we might... Yeah, we should be able to do that pretty easily. Oh yeah, Christ, definitely. Well, actually, I don't know. 30%, 7 weeks. Oh yeah, we should be able to do that pretty easily. Assuming Feng doesn't go and have a drink. Yeah, I had to move the drinks cabinet because people were still going around here to drink through the wall. Please fix that, devs. Okay, we got parallax scrolling. Okay, and graphics. Whoa. Okay, so tons and tons of stuff. AK12. This one's probably already got the new parallax scrolling, even though it's just this second come out. I hate that. You've just this second. It's just the second come out, and the engine's already out with it. That's annoying. But as you can see, the profit sharing is now going so high on some of these that it's just not worthwhile even using an engine that's made by a third party. It's just pointless. Just pointless. Yeah, you might make it, even if you do make a really good quality game, and I mean a really good quality game that sells millions, you're not going to make that much money from it because of that. You know, just doesn't seem worth it to me. That's life. Okay, you can go back there and research multiplayer. Fantastic. Contract work. There we go. You know what I might do? Just for shits and giggles? No, I'm not going to do it for shits and giggles. Screw it. I was thinking about actually making a game, but nah. We'll concentrate on the engines. Oh my god, yes please. Yes please. Give me that money. Lovely. Oh my god, nearly 1.5 million. Fantastic. Fantastic. We're getting there. We are getting there. We've got 3 engines already on the market. We can get another 2. I think another 2 would do. Once we've got another 2, that should be enough to at least sustain us. And then we can probably think about moving into a bigger office. Probably the largest one, if we can afford it. The largest office is 3 mil. Actually, no, it's 6. Oh, hang on. Large, huge office building. Okay. You know, I think I know why that's there. This was actually updated today, which is Monday. And previously, the largest building you could build was actually a large office. Now you can actually build a huge office, which is 6 mil. Jesus Christ. We're not going to be able to afford that just yet. But we can probably move into a small office. The small office would be okay, because then all we need to do then is we can still focus on the engine, but then we can also then start focusing on making games, but not publishing ourselves just yet. We can still like give it to other publishers until we get enough money to actually be able to make, you know, get the bigger office. Or maybe I might just even just save up and think sod it. Because, you know, the leap from that to that's going to be huge, I think. Well, we shall see. Oh my god, another jump and run 1.0. Sell. Fantastic. I love these engines. There. The one thing I did notice though is that you can't upgrade an engine, which is a bit unfortunate. Because if you could take the engine of, say, the puzzle one and upgrade it to with new features, then obviously that should save you a little bit of money, wouldn't you think? But unless it needs a complete restructure, I guess, which I guess they do. But it would be nice to maybe have that option. Maybe it's just a thought. It's not nothing set in stone. It's just a a thought. Yes, give me more buddies. I think we're going to focus on thingy now as well, simulation. Or maybe should get a bit more. Well, you know what? They can focus on that, and we'll focus on the next engine, which is obviously going to be the building game, which is my specialty. Along with all these good features. I mean, that's 216,000 to make this engine. And this is going to be the Feng engine build 0.1. So I'm going to sell the engine. We're going to sell this one for 1,550 with a profit sharing of 16, I guess. That'll do nicely. I've put 0.1. Thank you, dumbass. You put the wrong number. I hope the publisher don't laugh at me for that. They probably will. They'll probably say, "Ha, it's only 0.1. It's still in alpha." Alright, and guys, so this is obviously going to take a while, so I'm going to stick a cut in this episode, and I'll see you next time.